Okay, so let's check in with Sydney Persing in the car on the way to Denton County. Sydney, what are you expecting when you get there?
Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Happy Election Day. Yes, we're headed up to Denton right now. We're going to go to the city of Denton, but we're covering the county throughout the entire day. And, we're not expecting huge lines early on. Denton County is one of those counties that had a pretty good early vote turnout. Not the highest in the state, but pretty high up. About 57% of registered voters in the county did vote early. If you compare that to other counties in the Metroplex, it's pretty good. 44% in Dallas, 45% in Tarrant. Just behind Collin County. Collin County had a 58% turnout. So not expecting huge lines right away, but of course you never know precinct to precinct. So we're going to get out there. We're just going to check on how things are going for folks.
Well, certainly when it comes to kind of the county by county kind of forecasts for these elections, we know that Denton's traditionally voted red in years past, but some of those numbers have gotten tighter and tighter. Do you see any big storylines that some of our viewers should be aware of today?
Yeah, so that's exactly right. If you look at Denton County's voting history, it's very interesting. In 2016 and in 2020, Trump won the county. But as you mentioned, he won by a narrower margin in 2020. So I think he had about 20% more of the vote than Hillary Clinton in 2016, but 8% of the vote compared to President Biden. So, we know Denton County, like so many of the counties in the Metroplex, have seen population growth, Mark, and that's about 100,000 more folks in Denton County since the last presidential election. So how they impact the vote, if they will continue to make that a narrower margin or spread it out the other way, we just really have to wait and see.
Well, when you talk about narrow margins going back to 2020, Trump won the state of Texas 52%, Biden at 46%. If you think about 100 people, Sydney, you move 3 people from one column to the other, just 3 out of 100, changes the entire course of that tally in that area, so in the state of Texas. And certainly when you look at Denton County, you can see similar narrowing and similar repercussions.
Absolutely. And, one of the races that we're keeping a close eye on is very interesting because while Democrats don't traditionally win in Denton County, they can win, and they have won in the county. So we are looking at Texas House race District 63. And what's interesting about the 63rd district, the incumbent Representative Ben Bumgarner, freshman legislator from Flower Mound, he is, obviously he's the incumbent. He's looking to hold on to his seat. His challenger is a Democrat. Her name is Beckley, and she has served in the Texas House before. Beckley was elected in 2018, and she flipped that seat blue. She beat the Republican incumbent at the time. She was reelected, but that was in District 65. So she is now running in District 63, hoping to flip red seat blue again. Whether she can do it, we don't know, but she's had success before. She'll certainly be gunning for the same kind of success again, and it should be a really interesting race to watch.
One of the many that we are keeping our eyes on today. Sydney Persing headed to Denton County. Thank you for that update, and appreciate Joe Bumgarner checking in as well, and appreciate you guys joining us for our election coverage here.